screen, right? Let me know if y'all can see my screen. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this game? Let me know if y'all ready for this game, man. I'm about to give it to y'all. Put a 1 in the chat, man, if y'all paying attention. Y'all this game today. All right. So I'm gonna start with the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So you have 2 acts. You have a lot actually. You got something called Truth in Lending. These are not the Truth in Lending. We won't go over that today because I don't have enough time. But this is for your original creditors. The FCRA. This is the subchapter with all our rights, y'all. All these laws right here, U.S. Code 1681. All this right here. These are all the rights that we have. And I'm gonna go through a few just to show you guys that anything on our credit report is identity theft, and they violate our rights every day, y'all. So hold on 1 second. Let me turn my phone off. All right. So first one, we could go to congressional findings and statement of purpose. So a credit report is supposed to be accurate and fair. I don't know if you guys ever seen a credit report. If you look at the date open, it's supposed to be, on TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, it should be 100% correct all across the board. Everything they're reporting, but 99.9% of the times is not. So this right here breaks down and shows you that the banking system is dependent upon fair and accurate credit reporting. And I recommend y'all to take notes too. Note takers is money makers. You know what I'm saying? Don't just take notes and take the information and don't utilize it. You know what I mean? Execution. Note takers, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. There's no point in even being here. You know what I'm saying? So this for my action takers. All right. So the banking system is dependent upon fair and accurate credit reporting. Inaccurate credit reports directly impair the efficiency of the banking system, and unfair credit reporting methods undermine the public's confidence, which is essential to the continued functioning of the banking system. So, and then here it says, consumer reporting agencies have assumed a vital role in assembling and evaluating consumer credit and other information on consumers. There's a need to ensure that consumer reporting agencies exercise their grave responsibilities with fairness and impartiality and a respect of the consumer's rights to privacy. So remember, I was telling y'all about credit. Anything that's on our credit, they violate our our privacy every day. So I'm gonna go into some other laws, but the banking system is dependent upon credit. You know what I'm saying? Like consumer credit transactions, and that's our social security number. We have $1 million in our trust, every person that's born. So that's why that's where the money comes from. The money doesn't come from, oh, I just signed this paper and Santander gave me this bank. No, it's all in our social security. I won't get into that today, but I'll show y'all that one day. All right, so look, we're gonna go into I'm gonna pull up this code for y'all. So 15 USC 6802, obligations with respect to disclosures of personal information. Oh, by the way, all this is federal law. In a consumer reporting agency, they're not a barrel, so nothing is FBI about. Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, nothing is government about them. They're a LLC, just like myself, Saleem Beckett Enterprises LLC. They just have an obligation to report consumer information, but it's not a law for them to report. But here's a privacy violation act right here. Obligations with respect to disclosures of personal information, notice requirements, except as otherwise provided in the subchapter, a financial institution. So when you guys are studying these laws, you guys want to click on the hyperlink so you could familiarize yourself with these, the verbiage that they use. because when we attacking these agencies and sending disputes out, we have to speak the same lingo. So we have to understand really what a financial institution is. Um, so it means any institution or business of which is engaging in financial activities as described in section 1843K of this section. So a financial institution, y'all know what that basically is. Capital One, Navy, Federal, Wells Fargo, all the original creditors. All right, so it says they may not directly or through any affiliate disclose to a non-affiliate third party. So a non-affiliated third party is Capital One, Navy Federal, every bank. They are not affiliates with TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. So by saying that they may not disclose, they may disclose to non-affiliated third parties any non-public personal information unless financial institution provides or has provided to the consumer a notice that complies with the section below. So so right here, here's the opt-out notice, right? So it's three. All right. I'm pretty sure everybody in this class have purchased a car from the bank before, correct? You guys all purchased a car from the bank before, right? Put a one in the chat if y'all have. Let me just see. Put a one in the chat if y'all ever purchased a car before, y'all. All right, so okay, so they usually have A. That's the that's the little electronic form that we usually sign our signature on. An electronic form. Uh, they usually have A, but they never had B and C. I want to ask you guys, B, the consumer is given the opportunity before that time that such information is initially disclosed to direct that such information not be disclosed to a third party. So they supposed to disclose to us that we have an option to not have our personal information disclosed to these third parties. Um, and they never do. I bought over 10, maybe 15 cars in my lifetime, different dealerships. They never told me about this. And C, the consumer is given an explanation of how the consumer can exercise that non-disclosure right. So uh they supposed to tell us about our rights of not having our information disclosed beforehand, and they supposed to give us the explanation on how we can exercise that right of not having our personal information disclosed. So this is a violation itself, right here. B and C, that's a violation. Um, that's why you guys hear the term credit sweep a lot, and we we utilize identity theft because none of this stuff is supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like none of this, and this is just one law, and it's 1,000 laws that talks about this. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'll pull up one right here. U.S. Code permissible purpose. Um, permissible purpose of a consumer report. Uh, any consumer reporting agency may furnish a consumer report under the following circumstances and no other. So, um, you go down to 2 and you see with the court in accordance with the written instruction of the consumer to whom it relates to. So anything that's on our report, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, they supposed to have the written instruction of us before they put anything on there, whether it's good or bad. That's why I always stress to people that our credit profiles are supposed to look how we want it to look, however we want it to look. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of money in people's ignorance. So when we're ignorant to the law, they take advantage of that. And it's a lot of money in bad credit. Y'all paying higher interest. Um, you're not getting approved for housing and cars. And if you do get approved for a house, your interest rate is something ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I just want you guys to search yourselves and just understand these laws, so you guys could position yourself in the right way So y'all could do better in life, man. A lot of people stuck. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to make this a business, and I just love helping people. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so here's one of the laws where we block information. So this is a credit sweep in a sense. 15 USC code 1681 C-2, block of information resulting from identity theft. And I only went over a couple. This whole chapter of the FCRA and the FDCRA, it's all identity theft. It's all privacy violations, and I just don't have enough time to go through all of it. Um, so right here, this is what you'll add to your affidavit to send off to the credit bureaus. So it tells you the four things that's needed. It tells you, except as otherwise provided, and this is federal. This is federal law. They're telling you. This is the government. It's telling you what to send in to have these items removed. So except as otherwise provided in the subchapter, a consumer reporting agency shall block the reporting of any information in the file of a consumer that identifies as information that resulted from an alleged identity theft. Y'all know what alleged mean, right? Whether it's identity theft or not, it's alleged. It's in their wording. This is federal, this government. You know what I'm saying? So this is the 4-day block method. So say if you send this out today, what's today's date? Let me know what today's date is. Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. Let me know what today's date is. What's today's date, y'all? Help me out. Help me out. What's today's date? What's today's date, y'all? It's the 18th. Okay. All right. I just want to know y'all still with me. So, all right. Today's the 18th. So, say we send this out on the 18th because it says they have 4 days. They have 4 days to block this information. So, say if they don't open it until 2 days after, they open it on the 20th. By the 24th, the information should be deleted. Like, no matter what we put in that affidavit, no matter what we put down as the accounts that we want deleted, all of it should be removed in 4 days. This is the law. It says no later than 4 days. So, yeah, B. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong one. Sorry about that. Okay, so you want to send in proof of identity. So that's your ID, and that's going to be a piece of mail. It could be an insurance bill. It could be Wi-Fi, whatever you got that matches that address, so they don't stall y'all out. Sometimes they'll stall y'all out if y'all don't have that proof of address. But you want to send that in the first time just so they don't stall you out. But a lot of times they kind of won't. But just for the purpose of doing it the right way the first time, just sending that piece of mail, because I know sometimes people's addresses don't match the ID, which is fine. They'll eventually remove it. So you're going to do an identity theft report, a copy of an identity theft report. I'll go into that after this. So you want to identify the information that's on your report. So any collection, LVMV funding or Navy Federal, whatever you want deleted, you can put on there, whether it's open or closed. And the last thing, a statement. So this is just a statement. You got to just tell them that the information is not information related to any transaction by you. So they're giving you the verbiage on what to put down on these on this affidavit and this Word doc. So they give it all to you right here on how to remove it. It's all right here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, after that, you want to go here. You want to go to identitytheft.gov, right? You want to go to identitytheft.gov. This is an affidavit. This is an affidavit that you will send to the consumer reporting agencies. I don't like calling them credit bureaus because I know it's nothing government about them, right? It's nothing government about them. They're not the FBI. When you think about government, you think we always hear this term, credit bureau, but they're not government. They're LLC. You know what I'm saying? So when they come back verified and accurate and stuff like that, um, these laws, this section right here, these two sections right here, supersedes their policy and whatever they say. I mean, y'all just got to know what to send in, and y'all could take them to court with this law right here, 1681N, civil liability. Y'all could sue them for $1,000 each, for each inaccuracy. If you wanna sue for damages, you'll go here, 1692K, civil liability. So after you put them on notice, you could actually take them to court. So say if you apply for a house or you apply for a car, and you already sent in your letter saying that, this shouldn't be here. I know my laws. I sent in this letter. This shouldn't be here, and they stall you out. They say verified or accurate. You know what I'm saying? Which they do a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? You could actually take them to court from sending out one letter. You don't got to send in 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. You can send in one letter. As soon as they say verified or accurate, you could take them to court. You know what I'm saying? You can sue them for up to $500,000. I don't know about y'all, but I'll send them one letter. This is what I would do. I would apply for a G-Wagon. I would apply for a G-Wagon, try to get a car to, take my family around. Once they stall me out and they don't delete these items, I'll go right downtown, take it to court. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go see my doctor. You know what I mean? I'm having anxiety at night. I can't sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to fulfill my responsibilities of, taking care of my family and myself, and I keep being denied. I know these items is not supposed to be here. So now I just, now you might need anxiety meds. You know what I'm saying? You might need you can't sleep at night. You might be thinking about harming yourself because this information not supposed to be here, but they still have it here. You know what I mean? It's causing you severe stress. You know what I'm saying? So that's a gem. That's a little gem. I can get further into it. But all right, this is your affidavit, right? So you want to go here, right? You want to go to get started. Make sure y'all writing this down, identitytheft.gov. You go to get started, all right? You go to I want to report identity theft. You're going to click credit card accounts, right? You're going to scroll down and continue. Always credit card accounts. Don't look at loans and debit, checking, employment, or taxes. Don't check off none of this. Even if it's student loans, just check credit cards. Go to continue. Then you're going to press to open the fraudulent credit card account. You press continue. Then you press continue again. So we're just going to make up a company. I'll say Capital One. I don't have anybody's credit report pulled up right now, but I would go down here. What I do a lot of times, I'll put the last month before. So I'll put August 2024 is when I first noticed this problem. I don't worry about the open date. You don't have to put anything there, and you could put the estimated charges. So you could $821 is what they saying they owe you, and you always want to put the account number. So you put the account number. It's usually 3 to 6 digits. So you'll go there. Don't fill out none of this. You'll go to add. I'm only gonna put one, but you could put up to 5. So you add that, right, and then you press continue, and then you'll put your personal information in. I'll put a fake name in, Malik Johnson or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go down here. You're gonna put a phone number. So I'll put my phone number in here for now. Nobody better not call me. Don't use my number unless y'all ready to pay for something. All right, that's not working. All right, I don't have access to that phone right now. So hold on 1 second. Let me get a number so I can walk y'all through this. 1 second. All right, let's see if this works. 215-874-3972. Okay. Yeah, y'all always need a number to get through this part. Sometimes when you put it in so many times, you put the same number in so many times, it won't work. So, all right, so that's in. You'll put a date of birth. I'll just put any date of birth. Um, you put an address. I'll put any address. This is just for, I'll put something like that. All right, you don't got to worry about how long y'all lived there for. The legal name, you don't got to worry about that. You don't got to worry about that either. Do you know anything about the person who stole your identity? You could just say no. Have you reviewed a copy of your credit report? Always check yes. Were there any fraudulent accounts included on your credit report? You select yes. Scroll down. Um, you don't got to worry about this section or none of this. Have you requested a fraud alert? You want to press yes. You don't got to put any date, but just always check yes. Have you contacted local police? You could press yes or no. It doesn't matter. Um, they're not going to come after you or anything, so don't worry about that. Was the information exposed in a data breach? Equifax had a data breach back in 2019, so you always want to check yes for Equifax. Has the debt collector contacted you? It could be yes or no. And then in this section, you could just write there the same verbiage from that law that I stated to y'all. I mean, that I just showed y'all with the 1681C-2. So you could put, there is information on my consumer file that is result of identity theft. The identified transactions are not related to any transaction made by me. Period. So y'all see this verbiage right here. It's the same verbiage. It's the same verbiage from this request to block the information on. A statement from the consumer that is not information related to any transaction by me. You see, I kept it the same. You know what I'm saying? This is the law that they should abide by. And we already had proof that anything that's on the report is identity theft, because I just showed y'all. I didn't show y'all all the laws, but I showed y'all a couple. You know what I'm saying? So we doing this in good faith. So after that, you want to press continue. Then you want to check it off. You want to finalize. I'm not going to finalize it, but after you finalize, you don't want to check yes. You want to check no. It's going to ask you do you want to it'd be like yes or no. Yeah, you want to check no thanks, submit without an account. So you submit without an account, and then it's going to ask you again, and then you go to print it. Then you just save it. First name, last name, FTC report. So we got that figured out. So after that, you're going to gather your documents, your ID, your proof of address. This is your affidavit. So you want to have your affidavit, and you want to I have a letter for inquiries and accounts, but you could just put that on. You're going to go over to the CFPB. So you're going to log in to your CFPB account. I don't know my password, but I'll walk y'all through this. But so just assume that you have all the accounts down. All the accounts down that's on your report. Right? Let me try to get my password, because I'll be forgetting, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'll be forgetting. Your boy ain't perfect. All right, let me see. All right, hold on one second. Let me figure out my password. Hold on one second. Let me know if I'm giving y'all some gems so far, man. Let me see some fire in the chat. You know what I mean, let me figure out my password. 1 second. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. I'm getting my password situated now. All right, y'all. I'm back in. I'm back in. I'm back in. I don't know if y'all can see my screen. Okay. All right. So I had to create an account. So you can create an account. You're gonna receive a 5-digit PIN. So you're gonna put that PIN in, and then you're gonna verify. Then it's gonna let you in, right? So what y'all want to do after this is y'all want to go to credit reporting and other personal consumer reports, credit reporting, and go next. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me? All right, y'all can hear me. All right, bet. All right, so you're going to go to incorrect information on your report. Information belongs to someone else. Have you already tried to fix this problem? You always want to press yes, yes. You don't got to fill this part out. Yes, yes, no. So you're going to go next. All right, so right here, you're going to write see attached. And right here, you're going to put remove accounts and inquiries. So I skipped the step. So initially, you'll put on a Word doc. You could go to Outlook.com, right? You go to Outlook.com. You don't have to pay for Microsoft Word 365. Because you go to Outlook.com, you can put all this information in, and they'll give you free blank Word docs that you could fill in the accounts that you have that you want removed, along with your statement. It'll be that same statement that I dropped in this identity theft report. Just a little more verbiage. I'll share this with you guys after this. I'll share that letter with you guys after this right here. But you're gonna attach all those accounts on that letter, and right here you're gonna this is where you'll attach all your uploads. So your affidavit, um, your affidavit and your ID, um, your your Word doc, and your affidavit, your ID, and your Word doc. Yeah, so you'll add all this right here with your proof of address, and then you'll press next. And then you'll type in Experian. It's a whole bunch of other Experians that's gonna pop up, but you're gonna click this one, Experian Information Solution Inc. You're gonna put your last four of your social. So you'll put your last four, and then you'll complain about another company. So remember, you send it out to all three. You can only send out the three at a time. So you're gonna put Equifax Information Services LLC. You want to put yes, yes, no. Then you're gonna put your last four social right here again. And then you're gonna add in TransUnion. And this is the right one, TransUnion Intermediate Holdings Inc. I'm gonna put yes, yes, no again for all these questions, and your last four social again. Then you're gonna press next. You're gonna click myself. You're gonna put your address right here. I can do 123 John Doe Street, whatever. Philadelphia. Put in that. Then you scroll down. You don't gotta worry about filling none of this information in. None of this right here. None of this right here. Then you're gonna go to review. When you go to review, you're gonna make sure all the documentation is correct that you sending off. Make sure your last four social is correct. Make sure you have the right documentation again. Your ID, your affidavit from the identitytheft.gov, your all the accounts that you want removed, and if you have inquiries, them inquiries as well. But make sure them inquiries is not attached to open accounts, good accounts, because you run the risk of having that account removed. So right here, you're going to scroll down. You can just press this little eyeball to make sure the last four of your social is correct, and then you're just going to press these two. You're going to check these two boxes, and you're going to submit your complaint. I'm not going to submit this complaint because it's nothing to send off, but that's how you clean. That's one way on how you clean up your credit report, and that's a credit sweep in a sense. But that's just one way. Um, some people get results, some people don't. But 8 times out of 10, you do. You know what I mean? So if you utilize that method, you'll definitely have them accounts removed. Uh, yeah, so that's just one way. It's a million other ways, and a million other hacks as well. All right, so we're gonna get into the business funding aspect of things. You know what I mean? Y'all ready? Y'all ready for the business funding? How you gonna get funded? So after you clean up your report, um, it's certain things you have to do in order to qualify for to get money from these banks. So you could have one, two, three, maybe four accounts, and your credit score is at 740 or 750, 760, whatever. And you might be wondering, dang, I keep getting denied for this and that. So you're getting denied because your profile was thin. So right here, I'm gonna show you how your profile needs to look for you guys to get money from the bank. Um, whether that's your personal or your business. Usually, if you have like a $10,000 card on your personal side, the business usually times three what you have on your personal. So the business side is always a lot more than what you'll get on your personal side. Uh, so let's go over this. Can y'all hear me? Oh, y'all can't hear me? Y'all still can't hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. All right, cool. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready for the business funding part? It's the fun part right here. I mean, once y'all get that credit right, y'all could build whatever type of future y'all want. You know what I'm saying? Branch off to any business, and I don't know, about y'all, but it's hard to save $50,000, 20,000. It's hard to save all that, but you can get approved within minutes, seconds, with good credit. All right, you good now, Betty? You good? You ready to go? You ready to go, Betty? Let me know if you're ready to go. Betty gonna let us know if she's ready to go, then we could go. Okay, all right. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. All right, cool. So, a little bit about me, as earlier, I explained to y'all that I've been doing this for about 2 years now. I'm a six-figure entrepreneur. Um, I collaborated with a bunch of other small businesses. My mission is to, teach everybody this credit game. You know what I'm saying? Whether you tap in with me or you just take it and run with it yourself, or, you know what I mean? I recommend everybody get a mentor with this because, y'all going to be, because if everybody can just go on YouTube and figure out this information, everybody would be a millionaire. Everybody would be a millionaire if you could just go on YouTube and figure this stuff out. But you got to tap in with somebody that already been through it. Somebody that's already doing it now and killing that industry. All right. So cool. All right. So this is how you'll build your profile up from scratch. I've listed these credit builders, right? And these secured loans. You'll add these to your profile if it's thin. So you don't have no credit cards, you don't nothing. Nothing is on there, but you need to build it up for funding. So a secured loan, right? A secured loan is your own money. So Navy Federal will give you two, or they'll give you multiple secured loans, and that's a good bank to go through, right? So you could give as minimum as $250, or you can give a max of whatever. The more, the better, because when you apply for funding, they'll look at what you already have on your personal side versus. So say if you got a low limit, you run the risk of getting approved for low limits. Which if the higher your limit, you know what I mean, the higher they'll give you on the business side of things. You know what I'm saying? Um, so, and Navy Federal has an internal score, so you want to start off with a secure loan anyway, and you want to build that relationship with them basically because they giving out heavy limits, them and Chase, all the banks really. But yeah, secure loan is basically your own money. So once you pay it off, it'll go back into your bank account. So it's just like you money laundering yourself, and they're reporting on your behalf on you making payments on time and etc. Uh, Extra and Tomo credit, they go off bank activity. So if you have $0 in the bank, your credit limit gonna be $0 because they go off bank activity, right? But they report to the credit bureau. So if you have $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 in the bank, they'll report that to the credit bureaus that this is your limit. You know what I'm saying? But if you get an extra credit card, you got to pay that back the very next day. Um, so my recommendation is just to start. Y'all don't got to add all these, but just start off with self lender, credit strong, and kickoff. They act as primary. They act as like a savings account. So basically, you'll open up a $2,000 one, or I recommend a $10,000 plan for 10 years. So basically, the money that you paying by the month to have these, whether it's 25, 50, $100, is basically going like once it's all done, like whether you choose the 2-year plan or the 10-year plan or whatever, and you could always close it at any date. You could close it a month after, which I don't recommend. I recommend y'all to keep it open. but it'll show as a paid off account. So even if it was a $10,000 limit, if y'all was to close it 6 months from now, it'll look like you paid off a $10,000 loan. But you want to keep this open because they help build your credit up, and it'll put you in position to get funded. Rent karma, rental karma. They'll backdate your rent. A lot of people don't know this, but they will backdate your rent up into 10 years. But you got to put that you was living there for 10 years. So if y'all have rent, I recommend y'all to report y'all rent. You know what I'm saying? Report y'all rent, y'all. That'll give y'all age, because something that these creditors like is age. How long you been paying on time for? How long you had credit established for? They age is a big factor. So I recommend y'all to add that. So it's called rentalkarma.com. All right. So this is data points that I usually use for my no doc. So what I do is I credit card stack, right? So you got to know which bank pull from where. You go to one bank that pull from Experian. You go to one bank that pull from Equifax, and you go to I said bank. You go to Credit Bureau. One Credit Bureau pull from one bank pulls from Experian. One bank pulls from Equifax. And one bank pulls from TransUnion. The wine's starting to hit me, y'all. That's what it is. So what y'all want to do is y'all want to know what bank pulls from where, so you can maximize your funding. You can maximize how much money you're going to get. That's how people get access to $50, $100, $150, $200,000, because they strategically credit card stacking on the business side or the personal side. But I recommend you build up your personal side first, so you'll get even higher limits on the business side. And banking cycles work every 91 days. So every 3 months you could request credit limit increase. These are usually my data numbers. It doesn't alert the system to where's we have to show docs, because we go after no doc credit cards. All right, so I always I pay half my rent or my mortgage. It doesn't never put your full amount. So if you're paying $1,200, just you pay $600. How long you been living at your address? 2 years or more. If you are employed, if you self-employed, make sure your LLC been open for 2 years. But I usually just pay myself from my LLC. So I'll report that I work for Saleem Beckett Enterprises on the personal side, and I pay myself through ADP. So I pay myself through ADP, so I'm always an employee. No matter what I apply for, I'm always an employee. I'm never a business owner or nothing like that, because it's just be an employee. All right. So checking and savings, you always want to open up one. Never just checking or never just savings. So the thing about business accounts, when y'all open your business accounts, say with Chase and Truist, I like both of them banks. When you start getting into this business funding, you're going to put $50 in your checking, and you're going to put $50 in your savings. So when you put $50 in your checking and your savings, you're building that relationship with the bank. So I would recommend every 2 weeks or every month, just put a little something in the bank, just to keep it growing, because you're building that relationship. So eventually, when you request some money from these banks, you already had a relationship established, versus you trying to go to a bank and they don't even know you. You asking for $100,000. They're like, who are you? All right. So this is what a fundable credit profile looks like. You never want to use too much credit on your personal side. You want to use 10% or less. So I recommend 0%. Don't use so you want to know your statement date and when they report to the credit bureaus when you're utilizing your credit cards, because you do want to use your credit cards, because they'll shut it down for non-activity. They'll usually shut it down. So you do want to use your credit. So when I got my first credit card from Amex and Truist and Wells Fargo, I got the cash reward cards. They usually give 2 or 3% back. So you always getting something back on your dollar versus you spending debit. I don't spend debit on anything. I don't spend cash on anything no more, because I'm not getting nothing back. if I could get a credit card and I'm getting cash rewards, 3% out of what, $1,000 or 2,000 or whatever I'm spending, I'm getting something back. I'm getting a return versus me just paying cash, and with my debit card, I'm getting nothing back. And that stuff adds up. It builds up. So, it's one play where I'll get into that later. But you could spend up to like $10,000 and you could request the. Yeah, I'll get into that later. I mean, I got a lot of gems for y'all, or I might not. But yeah, you want to have 10 or 12 accounts, positive accounts, 4 years or more history, and you want to have no more than one hard inquiry in each credit bureau. Inquiries could be removed in 24 to 72 hours. So when you applying for funding, business funding, you could always have that inquiry removed because they're going to PG your personal credit, and but your business cards is going to report to your business. So you could always remove that inquiry from your personal, because it's never going to show in your personal nothing in business. I'll get into the business side a little later. All right, so we already talked about how to build your stuff up from scratch. All right, so what is personal funding? Yeah, personal funding is basically, what I just talked about, knowing the data points, knowing which different banks to go to, knowing what the lenders are asking for. Same thing. So these are basically the same as Navy Federal and what I just went over. All right, shoot. These just a little bit of the laws on how you can sue the creditors for damages and civil liability if they're not corresponding with what you want them to do on removing certain items. So you could always utilize the FCRA. All right, so let me know if you guys want to try to get funded on this call, because I have a couple banks where we could try to I could try to get y'all funded. Let me know in the chat if y'all want to try to get funded. So what I usually do is we usually go for pre-approvals. You want to know which bank offers pre-approvals. Oh, y'all can't see my screen? Shoot. I don't even know how to zoom in. Y'all can't see my screen good? Can y'all see better now? Can y'all see? Y'all can see this canvas screen though, right? Y'all can see this right here? Let me know if y'all can see this. I know on that other screen it's showing like a pyramid. I don't know why it's doing that. But let me know if y'all can see this screen clearly. Let me see. How about now? Y'all can see clearly now? It's on the side. Yes, what y'all can see? Y'all can see it clearly. This screen is what I'm worried about. Y'all can see this right here. Can y'all see this? All right, so we good to go? I can keep going. Let me know. All right, let's go. All right. So I went over the extra card. Tomo is the same thing. Bank activity. So if you got, you know, 10,000 in the bank, it'll show you have. If you got $0, it'll show you got $0. Um, one of my favorite banks is Chase. Chase does not like inquiries. Um, and so the 524 rule is basically inquiries. Um, they don't like five or more inquiries within a 2 year span. Um, Usually after 6 months, the inquiry doesn't matter. But Chase, they give out super big limits. They give up to $225,000. They'll give you 150 on the business side from the rip, from the start. Like if you build that relationship with Chase, they'll give you 150 on the business side, and they'll give you 75 on the personal. They give you up to $225,000. But they do not like inquiries. So when you guys start stacking credit cards and understanding which bank to go to get this money from, you wanna do Chase first before you apply for any other credit card or anything. So you'll do Chase first, and then you'll go to all your other banks like Truist, Wells Fargo, Navy Federal, etc. Oh, shoot. But yeah, Chase is one of my favorite banks, man. They be giving out that bag. Yeah, so Chase Safari, I have this card that'll give you up to 100,000 bonus points. And you can earn 2 times on dining and travel. And it costs $95 a year to have this card. But the pros outweighs the $95 that you pay every year. Chase pulls from all three. So Chase pulls from Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Um, that's why you want to apply for Chase first before you start the credit stacking and the other with the other banks. Okay. Yeah. So basically, we went over the qualifications a little bit more. You can get business funding up to 25 to 250K. All you need is a 680 credit score or higher. You want to have at least two credit cards with at least a limit of 2,500 or more. No collections, no charge-offs, no late payments. Late payments doesn't matter after 2 years. So if you have a late payment that's older than 2 years, it doesn't matter. You can have it removed or not. It won't affect your funding. But if it is within 24 months, then you won't. It'll be a lesser chance that you'll get funded. So your credit report needs to be clean. It needs to be clean. Um. So yeah, y'all. So basically, when y'all get funding, right, y'all could go to three banks on each barrel. But how I do it is I'll go to one bank. I'll go to one bank each barrel because it'll maximize my funding, right? So I'll go to I know I know American Express pulls from Experian. I know GM Marcus pulls from TransUnion, and I know PNC pulls from Equifax. So what I'll do is uh, so say you got zero inquiries and you go into these banks for the first time, they'll maximize how much funding you have, right? So they'll give you maybe 20, $30,000 each bank. So, and some people utilize all three at the same time. Like they'll go to three banks that pull from Equifax. But when you get a second inquiry, they don't know how much PNC just gave you, so they'll lessen the limit. Because they don't know if you just got approved from PNC or not, right? So what you want to do is you just want to take your time when it comes to getting funded, because they'll maximize it the less inquiries you have. If that makes sense. If that making sense, that making sense to y'all? Let me know in the chat if that makes sense. So y'all don't want to just go to three banks. Now PNC first, Navy Federal second. Navy Federal is going to lessen your funding, and Truist. You know what I'm saying? So just take your time when it comes to credit stacking. There's no rush. You know what I'm saying? And just make sure y'all have a plan when y'all go get this money from the bank. Make sure y'all have income coming in. So because it's going to be 0% interest for 12 up to 12 or 15 months. So, you just got to have a plan. And then after that year, it's ways that you could do a balance transfer from another 0% interest card, pay off your card if it's not paid off in that year. Just do a balance transfer, and then you have 0% interest on that other business card. Yeah, so y'all wanna y'all gotta be strategic with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And have a plan. Have some money already coming in. Have some revenue. You know what I'm saying? My last guy I got funded. This dude bought a Rolex and he bought a Trackhawk. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. That's not bringing no return on your investment, and it's going to be hard for them to pay back that money, and it's not bringing you a profit. So just make sure when y'all getting this money from the bank, y'all putting it somewhere that's going to bring y'all a return, bring y'all some money. It's not the splurge. Yeah, I mean, y'all can splurge and y'all maybe years from now when you got some income coming in and y'all, I mean, it's not really, you know what I'm saying? But don't do it from the start. Be smart with this money. So this is one of the plays that I utilize with Saks Fifth. They'll give you a $3,000. Well, if you spend $3,000 basically with Saks Fifth, they'll give you a $700 gift card. You got to do this online. So once that comes in the mail, basically what you could do is it's a hack. I mean, you could take it back to Saks Fifth, say you don't want it no more, and then you got $700 on the gift card, or you could just get something for free. That's something that a lot of my clients ask for, but this is not you got to check their website to see when they're offering this, because it's not always offered all year round. So y'all got to just do y'all due diligence, and it's basically $700 that free gift card. So once you spend $3,000, they'll give you $700 gift card. You want to take that to Saks Fifth, return it. You already have the $700 gift card, so you already spend it, but they'll return your item if you take it back to Saks Fifth. So it's like you just got $700 for free. That's basically what that is. All right. So these are a couple banks. I have a million banks. I got a whole list on what bank pulls from where. So this is just 10 banks that pull from TransUnion. Y'all can screenshot this or write it down, however. I mean, y'all do it. I like Lightstream a lot. They'll wire the money into your account the very next day. It acts as an auto loan. So I usually request for $40,000, and they only pull for one barrel. So you're gonna put used auto loan, and they'll just wire it into your checking account within 2 days. Yeah, Lightstream is nice, but it acts on your credit report as an auto loan. But you'll have that direct cash to do whatever you want with it. You don't gotta liquidate it. You don't gotta pay your merchant account or pay somebody else's merchant account or PayPal or none of that where they taking fees. It's just all your money. Whatever you request, you'll get it. That's why good credit. Y'all gotta have good. It costs to not have good credit, man. Like it costs y'all a lot, man. I mean, y'all gotta clean that up and never mess it up again. All right, so these are just a couple banks that pulls from this pulls from TransUnion. These pull from Experian. I like Amex because once Amex approve you for one card, you can keep going back in and getting different products, and they'll approve you up to 6 credit cards with American Express. Um, and you could just keep applying until they deny you. They usually deny you after the 6th card, but it's fine. It's only one inquiry. So that one inquiry, you could just keep applying. You could keep hitting them, keep hitting them, keep hitting them. I mean, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, whatever it might be. And these are some banks that pull from Equifax. All right, we talked about the Chase 524 rule. And these just a couple other banks that doesn't like inquiries. So when y'all credit card stack, y'all want to just know which bank doesn't like inquiries, and establish the relationships with every bank. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all ever get denied, y'all can just call the reconsideration department, and they'll usually take your application in consideration, depending on what that like if you had a late payment, if they denied you for a late payment, you could just say something like COVID relief, you had COVID, or your card wasn't attached to auto pay and you didn't know, and you know what I'm saying? So that's a reconsideration department if they ever deny you. And you could just simply Google that bank, and reconsideration line, and they'll give you that number. Okay, so yeah, so Navy Federal, they'll give you up to $25,000. They pull from TransUnion. You must be banking with them. You could just say your grandfather. Like what I did was I said my grandfather, he was in the military, but I said he was in the Navy. He passed away, and I don't have like much more information about him, so they let me in. Or you could ask for somebody's access code, but you have to be living with that person if they share their access code with you. Because I tried multiple times when people shared their access code with me, but by us not living together, they deny me. So you got to be, share the same address with this person if they share their access code with you to get into Navy Federal. So Truist, they pull from Equifax. You want to apply for a line of credit too, and it usually within that same inquiry, and you could get up to $50,000 each with a credit line and a credit card, cash rewards. Amex, they pull from. So these are 3 banks right here. Amex, they pull from Experian. I told y'all they'll give y'all up to 6 credit cards. Chase Freedom is one of my favorite cards. They pull from TransUnion. So this is just a scenario on how you could keep credit card stacking. So this is 25, 50,000. So you'll have 75,000 with 3 banks. This pull from TransUnion, this pull from Equifax, this pull from Experian. 3 banks, you'll be up 75,000. One inquiry on each barrel. Never apply for Capital One. Capital One business reports on your personal side. Always remember that Capital One reports to your business, your personal side, so it won't benefit you, because when you have business credit cards, business lines of credit, or whatever it is, you could always max it out to $0, and it won't affect your personal credit. Because you want to PG your credit, where you're actually going to PG your credit to get business funding, unless you make $1 million in your business. When you start to make $1 million in your business, that's when you could change your LLC to an S corp, and you'll be able to non-PG every loan that you'll ever get, but you gotta have $1 million. All right, and Discover pulls from Equifax. All right, so you want to leverage your credit and build wealth. Business credit worthiness, just like personal credit, business credit shows lenders that you're reliable and you're able to manage your debt. A strong business credit score signifies you're a responsible borrower, making you more likely to get approved for loans. Higher loan limits with good business credit, lenders are often comfortable offering big limits. You know what I'm saying? So y'all taking care of y'all personal credit and y'all business credit, they're comfortable giving y'all, a crazy amount of money, 100,000, 200, like this. Y'all could get up to $1 million with this credit card stacking and these lines of credit, and it's crazy what credit could do. You know what I mean? So yeah. Okay. So this is one of the plays I use with my Navy Federal one, because I had this credit card for the longest. It helps people get approved for like business funding, an apartment, a car with a lower interest, whatever they might need a trade line for. I'm pretty sure y'all all know what trade lines are and what they use for. I usually keep them on my credit for 2 months. So what I usually do is I charge $650 per slot, and I have 12 slots on my Navy Federal. So I'll charge $650 to be on my as an authorized user on my credit card for 2 months. FYI, they'll never because when you add them as an authorized user, it'll be sent to your address, so they'll never have access to your credit card where they can just spend it. You know what I mean? They can utilize it. They'll never be able to use it, but you're just making money. This just side money, and this. And if you do this for 12 months, say if you got 10 slots, it'll 650 times, you keep adding people every 2 months. That'll bring you $39,000 a year just on the side. That's not even fixing people credit. That's not getting funded. It's just on the side. And this number right here is the average salary. This is how much I was making with a bachelor's degree. You know what I'm saying? I went to school for 5 years because, my freshman and sophomore year, I messed up. You know what I mean? When I went to college, I'm partying, you know what I mean? Wasting time. But this is what I was making in a year. No lie. I was only making 39,000 a year, 40,000. The most I ever made was 42,000 with a bachelor's degree. So I mean, y'all let me know in the chat, man. Is this this just adding people as an authorized user for $650 will bring you $39,000 a year? Come on, man. I'm dropping some gems on y'all tonight, man. Y'all gotta give me something. Give me some fire, man. I need some energy, man. I need some energy because we ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. We ain't done yet, man. I'm giving y'all the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all the game. All right, so yeah, that's my authorized user play. So it's a lot you could do with credit. You know what I'm saying? So it's costing y'all too much money to have bad credit. Like it costs. It's an expensive life, man. Y'all gonna keep that bad credit. You know what I mean, y'all gotta clean that up. You know what I'm saying? All right, so yeah, so this is basically what I just told y'all about. Here's how it works. On-time payments, and you could always even if you don't have a high limit credit card that's aged well, you could always go to tradelinesupply.com and you could uh, make a flyer or just put out there each day what the trade line is going for, and you can use other people's trade lines to make money. They already have their set price on what they want, but you just upcharge it. You could upcharge it 200, 300 more dollars than what they're asking for. You know what I'm saying? So you could always make money with the trade line stuff, and it reports the same amount of time, 2 months. So it's all the same. You just need their personal information because you'll be working with them directly anyway. So you'll need their social, their first name, last name, address, and all that, so you could add that on there. So this is just another way on how you can make money. I mean, we in 2024, so it's like no excuse to be broke. It's no excuse to be struggling. It's no excuse to be living check by check. It's way too much. It's way too much resources out here to make money. We should not be struggling to pay bills. We shouldn't be struggling to do a thing. I mean, especially when it's credit out here, y'all could just know the information and charge people. All right. So yeah, this is another way you could find people that has good credit, and you could leverage their good credit for authorized users. So say if grandma or your dad or your friend or somebody has good credit, you could always utilize their good credit to charge people the 650 or however amount of money that y'all want to charge for them to be added to your slot. So that'll be extra income for yourself and that person that you know. So it's a lot of different ways where you can utilize these plays. It doesn't take money. It doesn't take credit. It just takes the information. It takes information. That's all you need is information, and you just need to, outsource. Okay, so y'all know what personal guarantor is. Good credit to get business funding. Um, this is your business credit ranges from 0 to 100. You want to go to nav.com to monitor and build your business credit. They provide trade lines and they help with your business credit profile. So you could go to, and this is where you'll register your business. You go to Duns and Brad, and this is how you start establishing your business credit. You want to register it at dnb.com. All right, so establishing business credit. All right, so a net 30 account is different. So this is the business credit. This is the business side, your credit score, right? So when you hear net 30, net 55, net 60, you cannot carry your balance over past that 30 days. So if you get a loan from a net 30 account, you have to make sure that loan is paid in full before that 30-day mark, or you'll be screwed. You'll be screwed. So keep that in mind. So what I like to do is I go to quill.com or I'll go to Uline and I'll purchase trash bags, right? I'll purchase some trash bags. It's only like, what, $20, $30. So I'll pay that back within the 30 days, right? And I'll do that same play for 3 months, right? So my business credit score would go from 0 all the way up to an 80 if I just repeat the same pattern in a 90-day cycle. In a 90-day cycle. Just repeat that same pattern. You don't gotta. It doesn't matter the limit, or how much you sending. You just spend something and just pay it back. That way you building your business credit. You building it up, and you want to go for gas cards, Shell gas station, BP. They'll give you gas cards on the business side, even with no credit. So yeah, you want to do that. Yeah, so you want to. Secure line 2000. Yeah, aim for 80 paydex. When you get an 80 paydex, right, this is when I recommend y'all to go to office, Home Depot, Sam's Club, office supply, because they'll give y'all $10,000 limits. And once y'all get a $10,000 limit on the business side, you could always liquidate that to cash. You don't just got to spend it at Sam's Club or Home Depot or whatever that business thing is. You could always liquidate it to cash. So even if your credit is bad, you could always build your business credit score, and you could always just go to these stores and say you need a quick 10, 20, $30,000. A lot of people don't know about this game. Just build up your business credit and just go to these Home Depot. They giving out 10,000, but you got to wait after 30 days before you can liquidate it in the cash. All right. Yeah, so I promote this a lot on my page. You could Bank of America would give you 4 auto loans. You just have to open up a bank account. You got to have 4 different. It's a lot of ways. You can have 4 different tabs open, complete it to 99%. So you want to pull up Safari, Chrome, Internet Explorer, and Firefox or something like that, right? You're going to fill this application out 99%, right? You're not going to press submit on just one of them. You're going to submit it on all 4 at the same time, and they'll usually approve you for $40,000 up to $100,000 per one. But you got to press submit at the same time. This is just another little play and another little hack that's going on with the Bank of America. Or it's another play that a lot of people don't know about. What happened? Yes, another play that a lot of people don't know about. With your personal credit, right? Y'all could go to Chevy. Y'all could get up to 30, 40 cars, right? Because when you go to a bank, right, they're gonna run. I mean, when you go to a car dealership, they're gonna run your credit crazy, right? You're gonna have a bunch of inquiries. You're gonna have a bunch of inquiries. Let me make sure y'all still here. Yeah, y'all gonna have a bunch of inquiries. But they don't report to the credit to the consumer reporting agencies till after 30 days. So you could go to Chevy, get a Chevy Impala, get a Chevy Camaro from a different Chevy, get a go to Mitsubishi, get a Mitsubishi, go to Nissan, get a Nissan, walk out with a car, go to Honda, get a Honda. So go to all these different dealerships, right? After 30 days, if you repeat the same pattern for 4 weeks, 3 weeks recommended, and you just go to each dealership every day, get a different car. That's how a lot of people just starting out with all these cars. You know what I'm saying? They got a whole lot because they strategically PG utilize their own credit to get these cars, and they keep approving them because it's not reporting. They don't report until after 30 days. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? They don't report till after 30 days. So if you keep doing this, you'll be up 30, 40, 50 cars, depending on how bad you want to start a car business, a car rental business. And that's how a lot of people just starting out with all these cars. You know what I mean? They utilizing their credit, and they going to different dealerships strategically, and they're just getting a car here, car from there, car from there. They see a bunch of inquiries, but they don't know that Mitsubishi don't know that Honda just gave them a car. Chevy don't know that Nissan just gave them a car. So they just giving you a car based off here. It's because it's no car reporting on your personal side. So it's like it looks like you don't have a car. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Come on, man. I'm giving it all out to y'all, man. Come on, man. A lot of people don't know about that play. But that's how a lot of people take off running. And then you could always put it on Toro. You could always refi, do a refinance, because your credit is good anyway, and just transfer it into your business. Transfer all that utilization, because it's something called debt to ratio, and utilization. So you could just transfer all that to the business side, and then your personal credit is still squeaky clean, and it looks like you have nothing. That's why people utilize their LLC, and a trust, and all these other things, so it doesn't show as you, the person. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's another play for y'all. You know what I mean? All right, so yeah, so what I did a lot of times, I utilized my Amex, and I maxed it out $10,000. And like, remember I said they report, you can ask for an increase every banks running cycles every 91 days. You can ask for an increase, but you want to freeze whatever barrel they pull from, so they don't pull anything. But that's another day. So what I did was I ordered a necklace from Cage Jeweler, right? And basically I spent the whole 10,000. I maxed it out. I maxed out the whole 10,000, right? I bought a necklace called 10,000. It got delivered to me. Soon as it got delivered to me, I took it to Cage Jeweler. I said, my wife, she don't like this necklace. She don't like it. I thought she'll like it. She don't like it. So what they'll do is they'll refund you. Right? And they're going to ask you, where do you want the refund sent to? You're going to put your debit card in, and that's a way on how you could liquidate your credit card to cash, and then you just pay back your credit card. And if you got a 2-3% cash reward credit card, so if you spend 10,000, that's $100 that you just got off rewards for free. Your plan was never to keep that necklace anyway, but you purchased it, you returned it, now you got 2-3% cash back. It's 2-3% on every dollar. You spent 10,000, you returned it. That's $100 off your 100,000. I mean, off your 10,000. So they upped my score in increments, right? So you could always run this play with any of your cash reward cards. Some people do this. Some people pay their rent with this. You know what I'm saying? Some people will max out their car and then return it just to get the cash reward, just to get the benefit. And that's paying your Wi-Fi bill. It could pay your rent, depending on how much credit you got. You spending it and you returning it. And then it's another good thing because it looks like you spending money. The thing about credit cards, they want to see activity. They want to see you actually spending. They want to see you actually maximizing it. Because when you maximize these cards, they'll up your limit. They'll up your limit, and you could ask for 2, 3 higher than limit. 10,000 not enough. I need 30,000. Because it looks like you spending it, right? You having it returned back on your debit card, and then you're paying it back. That full $10,000, you're paying it back. So you got that $100 of that 10,000, and it's just a rinse and repeat type thing. So the higher your limit goes, you could repeat the same play and just keep getting free money. Come on, man. I don't think y'all hear me. I don't think y'all hear me, man. Come on, man. Is y'all hearing me? I'm giving it out, man. I'm giving it this like a private mastermind. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be giving this all out to y'all, but I love y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do what I do, to give it all out. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be free, but it's free. All right, yeah, so that's another way that people are, making money off having good credit. Yeah, that's a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get more into it. All right. So yeah, this part, what I just talked about, is going to generate you your money, free money. Like, you just spending money on the card, maximizing it. That way you could always double, triple the limit, because you're maximizing it, paying it back, and you're getting a free $100. You're getting a free $200, $300, $400. You got 40,000 on your credit card, you getting a free $400. You do that 3 times in a month, that's $1,200. People rent costs $1,200. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get into it. All right, cool. All right, so, how to build out your business credit. I kind of just went over that. You want to register with DMB, Duns and Brad. You want to go to dmb.com. It's free to register your business. And, it's simple. Just pay it back. Just pay it back. Never, it's not a credit card, so always pay it back within 30 days or less. All right, cool. Okay, so, yeah, just talked about how you're going to liquidate it into cash. Even if you got a play, and you don't pay it back in full, so you could get that $100, you could always pay back something, and you could use that 10,000 to put it in a deal. You might be 10,000 short from purchasing this investment property. It's a duplex, and it's going to bring you 3,200 a month. You know what I'm saying? You might be 10,000 short, so this is a play that you could utilize to get you that extra $10,000, just so it could be a bigger return. So you might not want to pay that back during that month. Y'all get what I'm saying? All right, so look. All right, I told you all about rent reporters, trade line supply, inquiries. Y'all want to make sure they're not attached to any open accounts. If you do, you run the risk of having that open account removed if it's a good account and you want to keep that account. So you want to build a relationship. I told y'all about you want to open a checking and savings account, put 50 in the checkings, put 50 in the savings, and just keep building that relationship. Don't overdraft. Don't put in no disputes saying you didn't make this transaction or this charge, because that's a red flag to the bank. Just be responsible when y'all building a relationship with these banks. I told y'all about my the annual income I use. You know. Yeah, and I think that's about it. This is the conclusion. I'm gonna open it up for some Q&A. If y'all want to tap in with me. Wait, I got another play for y'all. Hold on. Yeah, y'all always want to make sure y'all have a brick and mortar, which is a physical address. That's all the brick and mortar is. You want to make sure you have a business phone number. You want to make sure you have a business email. You want to make sure you have a business website. When you apply for these, when you structure your LLC and you start applying for the banks, you want to come correct. You don't want to go in there with jasmineclark@gmail.com. You want to support@jasmineclark.com or something like that. You want to make sure your business is not high risk. The three because it's something called an NAISC code, basically, and they determine if your business is high risk or not. That's why my credit repair business isn't called Riley Beckett Credit Repair, because it'll be high risk. They will limit the funding that I'm asking for. So the NAICS code is basically a North American industry classification system. It's a system that auto generates if your business is high risk or not. So the business that I recommend is e-commerce, marketing, and consulting. So that way you'll get approved for $30,000, 25, 20 instead of 8,000. Because you got a risky business, they're not gonna give you no money. Trust me. Yeah. So how to build the relationships? Y'all actually want to go into the bank, go directly to the relationship manager, and you want to start building a relationship with that person, because with the regional banks, their underwriter is not usually in the bank, but they have access to the underwriter. So they usually know what the underwriter wants and requires for any type of funding that you want to get for yourself, or if you want to make this a business for your client. So usually credit unions, they have their underwriters in the bank already. So you could just go in the credit unions and, meet a rep and just start establishing that relationship with them. Buy them coffee, or whatever you need to do to build that relationship. Okay. So this is the $1 million play right here that I was telling y'all about earlier. So remember how I told y'all each LLC, well, nothing on the business side reports to your personal, right? So you could have one LLC, you could maximize that out to however much you want. It's really unlimited, but however much you want. And say you go to Truist, Chase, PNC, Amex, all these other places, right? Since you already got the money from them banks on your one LLC, you could always create another one. You could create another separate LLC and go to them same banks and get the same access of the capital to them from them banks. Just a different LLC. You could get up to 10 different LLCs and you could get up to $1 million. A lot of people don't know about this. And you can't request for more than $50,000 because they'll start asking for docs. And like I said, you could always remove that inquiry from the report and then move on to your next LLC and rinse and repeat. Same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. Over again and again and again and again and again. And again and again. It don't stop. So yeah, if y'all making so this is a way you could non-PG your credit. So they'll give you funding based off if you're having bank activity for 6 months or more, and you can prove that you're making $10,000 or more in your business. That way, they will not pull from your personal. They just looking at your bank activity. So if you have a business LLC, make sure you come correct. Not your LLC can't be in your home address, and then your personal name or a personal phone number. You need a 1-800 number. You need a brick and mortar. You need a virtual address. Whatever you have, make sure you come correct. And you can get some funding from Chase. Chase will fund you up to the 200. Up to the 150 on the business side. If you could just show that you make $10,000 in the 6 months, man, because you're not looking at that. You're not looked at that you can't pay the money back, because they see that you have cash flow. It's coming in every month, 10,000 or more. So you're not looked at as a risk. So they won't even look at your credit. They'll just go off your bank activity. Oh, this person is making money. You could pay this back. And remember, 12 to 15 months, 0% interest. So yeah, that's basically everything. I'm opening up for Q&A. If y'all want to clean your own credit, y'all could do that. Or if y'all want to tap in with me, I help y'all clean your credit. It's a one-time fee of $597. Or if y'all want to tap in with me for a mentorship, My mentorship is discounted from $5 to $19.97 right now. So yeah, I open it up for Q&A, and that's it for our class today. So let me know if I gave y'all some gems tonight. Let me know if y'all could, take off running. I never used this platform, so I don't know if I could unmute y'all or bring y'all up. I don't know this platform that much. So work with me. If y'all got any questions, I'll answer every question that y'all have. Uh, Cameron, you raised your hand. I just accepted you. I don't know what it's about to do, but the floor is open for Q&A. Yeah, I don't know how to open the floor up to y'all. So yeah, if y'all have any questions, just I guess y'all can ask in the chat, or y'all can follow me at Mogul Lean. A lot of y'all in here probably already follow me. I'm pretty sure y'all came from my page. Um, but I have a private community that's only $37 a month. Um, and all the gems, even the stuff that I didn't even go over, is in there for just $37 a month. You'll have access to that and a bunch of other individuals like-minded like yourself, myself, and you could fix your credit, clean your credit, learn the data points for the applications and stuff like that. Or if you want to, your name it to clean your credit, I got a one-time fee of $5.97. If y'all want to lock in with me 1-to-1, we'll be together forever. I'm having a sale right now for only $19.97. If that's what y'all want to do, lock in with me 1-to-1. I'll share with y'all my bank reps on how to maximize your funding. All the relationship managers that I have at each bank, you'll have access to that. Clean your credit, because it's way more than just one way to clean your credit than what I taught y'all tonight. But this I think this is about to shut off in 15 minutes. So whatever y'all have for me, y'all could just ask. Well, I showed y'all the law is typically 4 days, but I tell my clients up to 21 days, because it could be 4 days or it could be up until that 21st day mark. Usually a lot of times, a lot of it will fall off, if not all of it. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta send it off and utilize that method that I taught y'all tonight. But the law says 4 days, so you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it comes off in 2 days. And I also have a TransUnion hack that I didn't tell y'all about. That's in my private community. It don't matter what's on the TransUnion. All that is coming off 100% within 7 to 10 days. Your TransUnion will be clean 7 to 10 days with that TransUnion hack. Like, no matter what is on there, child support, bankruptcy, um, whatever's on there, a repo, student loans, anything that you put on that affidavit and that report that you weren't removed, it's all coming off, guaranteed, within 7 to 10 days with the TransUnion app. Yeah, I think I might do this every night for like the next 2 weeks. These are the first classes I'm really starting to do. I don't usually do classes, but I like interacting with y'all. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the goal. But this is not Zoom. I can't bring y'all up, I don't think. Let me try again, because I know y'all got questions. I just don't know how to use this platform. Yeah, I don't know how to utilize this platform. I see somebody asked to speak. I just accepted it. I don't know what's happening after. Jackie. Yeah, how y'all feel about the class though, man? Was it a good class? Was it a good class tonight? Let me know, man. I mean, should I do more of this? I'm giving out too much game, or should I chill? Should I gatekeep the information and just keep it to myself, or what y'all think I should do, man? Let me know. How y'all feeling about class tonight? We went over some law. We went over how to clean the report. We went over how to get funding. We went over some plays on how you could make some money just off having good credit. Um, how y'all feeling? Well, I don't know how to use this platform to, so y'all can tap in with me if y'all don't. Um, I want y'all to make a post and tag me and let me know how great this class was. If y'all can, this is my Instagram. Um, if y'all want to tap in to mentorship or credit repair, this is my number, or y'all can just DM me, or DM me on Instagram, or give me a text. But I'm about to get out of here. We've been here since for almost 2 hours. Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna close this out, man. It was good having y'all tonight. Thank y'all for staying. Um, and being y'all could have been anywhere tonight, but y'all was here trying to learn this information. So yeah, just I'm out, man. I'm out. All right, I'll holler at y'all. DM me, text me. Y'all try to tap in. All right.